Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another vlog. I haven't done one of these in a very long time. I think it must have been about 4 or 5 months now. So thought it'd be the perfect opportunity just to pick up the camera, do a little behind the scenes of what I'm getting up to at the moment. Got a ton of stuff happening in the Amazon business at the moment. Got Danny, our videographer, who's going to be following me around all day. He is due in about an hour. So really, it's 6:15 now, just gonna go down and hit a quick gym session before Danny gets here. Probably about 4 or 5 times a week, I always hit the gym, usually in the morning between 5:30 and 6:30. Just finished up a quick little gym session this morning. Do you know what? I never used to be a morning person, or I thought I never used to be a morning person. But from about the last 1 to 2 months, maybe 2 to 3 months, I started training in the morning, and it is hard to get into the routine, but I feel like once you actually get into the routine, you start training in the morning more, and you just get a bit more routine and discipline. I felt like before when I was training in the evenings, I would just be drained of like energy from making decisions throughout the day, all this kind of stuff. But now I just feel like I'm so ready for the day. And yeah, it's just so much better. So gonna go jump in the shower, meet Danny, and yeah, head on with the day.
Get a coffee.
We'll go get a Starbucks then.
Yeah,
head to the unit.
and then we'll head to the unit. So,
So what's the plan at the unit?
so today, got a lot of stuff happening today. So obviously I told you last time about funding. So in the process currently of getting some, trying to get some working capital funding from a lender, and it's proving a lot harder to get than I thought. So lined up a couple of calls with, one with a broker today and one with like an actual lender themselves. I'm just gonna be discussing different options, because even if you've already got funding in place, like it's better to have more backup options or different, especially like if you get spot deals come up or like you get a really good opportunity to come up, it's always good to have like additional funding there if necessary. So I'm trying to get 2-3 options lined up so that, especially like during peak periods like Q4, sometimes during the summer we have a lot of stock as well, just so we can get more working capital. So going to speak to a broker today, obviously going to head to the unit, got some training to do with my brother. So I've been training my brother up to be, I don't even know what you call the role, maybe like junior buyer, or like assistant in procurement, but basically helping source products, buy deals, do the replenishments and that kind of thing. So, but yeah, just I think mainly today, nothing specific. Probably got a few phone calls to suppliers and stuff, but really just want to get in the business, understand what's happening, move the needle, just get stuff done, get stuff moving. At the moment, things are all over the place with like funding, with space, with staff, everything like that. There's a lot of things up in the air, so just trying to move forward the best I can. But yeah, I've also got a few emails that I need to reply to this morning. Got a few deals from the US that I'm looking at. MOQs look a little bit too high at the moment, but just trying to negotiate something down and make something work. So yeah, gonna probably do some work now for the next 10-15 minutes, and then we'll probably head off to the warehouse, grab a coffee more importantly, because it's needed.
Can we get one cold brew and one oat milk latte, please? How many times you try it and get to the unit?
To be honest, actually not as much as I probably should. Like a lot of it's now quite systemized, like the day-to-day operations. I'm very fortunate I've got a great team that handles the operations. So I probably try get there maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks maybe. But really like my role and my job doesn't actually require me to be there, right? I've got my dad who handles like the whole day-to-day operations of the business, which is great. Actually arguably a lot better than I am at operations. My I guess skill set really lies in more the sales side and the buying side. So really my role within like the Amazon business now is just to drive it forward, drive the revenue, drive the strategy. So I'm like doing things like speaking to key accounts, like key suppliers, really trying to look at how we can increase margin, increase the sales, increase the product range from the existing brands that we already work with, how we can acquire new brands on board, what sort of value we can add for them. I'm looking more on a 2, 3, 4 year time horizon as opposed to on the day-to-day, as I think that's really important. As a business owner, you really, it's so easy, right, to get tied up in the day-to-day operations of packing, scheduling, making micro decisions all the time. But what happens when you do that is actually the business suffers long term because it doesn't actually get the time and effort and energy that it actually needs from you to really be able to flourish and grow. So if we really want to get to like 8 figures per year, like we need to be really driving strategy forward, and we really need to have a good strategy for it. So that's really my main role, making sure the team are okay, making sure they're doing their job. Really, I probably try to get there once every week or 2 weeks, mainly just to check in with the team, make sure everything's okay. We've been having a lot of problems in the warehouse and stuff with space, also had some staff off ill. So basically things have been a lot more chaotic in the warehouse. So been a little bit more present over the last few weeks, just making sure that any excess stock we've got is going out, and make sure we're just optimizing for the space and everything like that. So yeah, that's really where you should aspire to be as a business owner, not just in the Amazon space, just in any space really. You want to make sure that you're really not getting too caught up in the day-to-day ops, and you're really focusing on a higher level strategy, how you can actually be the visionary of the business, the entrepreneur of the business, and actually move it forward. No, we didn't actually. We didn't, no. That's fine, we can draft that order because it's the main seller that we don't have any of. We've only got like 3 weeks left, maybe 4 weeks max. I mean, of that product, we should be having probably 6 weeks, 7 weeks here, because I think because he has stock outs quite regular as well. From what I gather, the way their operation works is they get like a full container of the product in, but obviously because the product is so small, they're probably ordering a lot at a time. So they may, yes, they have stock outs. They maybe get a container in, but if they have massive demand, they probably aren't getting like containers in every month. We should probably be holding maybe even 2 months worth of stock of that because it's really good margin as well.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was going through first to find the ones for this year, see if there's any amazing ones with really good profit margins at the minute.
Yeah.
A lot of them, Amazon are dominating at like £3 less than.
That's the thing with this brand. I think even it's hard for me to go through and look at all of the stock because there's maybe like 300 SKUs, but there's maybe going to be like 10 or 20 or 30 that are actually good. But actually knowing whether they're good or not is another question, because with this brand, really, you've got to capitalize on supply and demand. So when Amazon are out of stock or other people are out of stock, you know, like for example, that other product that we sold like 250 of in a day or something, that's because it was peak summer, the weather was really good, and everybody else was out of stock. So we was able to sell at a higher price, make good margin, but you can't really, it's very hard to see that through the data. You've got to read between the lines. All the ones where it's on Amazon, that's mainly for next year. So it's like right now, I want you to be looking for opportunities now, obviously. But next year, we might be doing FOB, we might be getting a full container. So like, for example, that product that sold 250 in a day, if we could buy 2, 3, 4,000 next year and get a way better price, the kind of listings we want to be looking at. So you know, like the listing I sent you on there, that sells like 3,000 times a month at the moment. But in like December, it sells like 50 because nobody wants that product in winter, right? Because the weather's shit. So we want to be looking for just really fast, good selling listings, and you'll see like daily spikes, which is normal because obviously it's very weather dependent. So, you know, last year you might look and it might be in July 12th where it went up to like 500 units in a day. And then like the week after it might be in 50. That's obviously normal just because of the weather, right? So we want to be looking for listings like that. We basically just want to capitalize on those kind of listings because it's basically products that other sellers can't get and nobody's willing to hold the stock. So if we are willing to hold the stock and do it, that's where you should
be waiting out for that sunny day.
Yeah, but if the sunny day doesn't come, then yeah, it's not a good day for us. So basically had a little problem with the domain. So the main domain that we use, we changed the password and we were logged out of our main email account for about 30 hours. This is like the account we use for all like our tracking of pallets, got all the spreadsheets on, everything's backed up to the Google Workspace. So basically had a little bit of a mare, but logged in this morning and it's let us log in, which is really good. So I'm just basically logging all the computers back in with a temporary password. And then we've got like an IT guy who we're gonna get to back everything up to make sure this doesn't happen again. But yeah, this is just what happens day to day. In business, you're always gonna have stuff that happens and crops up and just problems, issues. And it's just about becoming a problem solver, being able to solve them, not stressing out too much and just getting on with it.
Do you get many problems with suppliers sending the wrong amount of stock?
Generally no, but a few of the suppliers we've been dealing with recently, especially one, is quite a small independent business. They're basically like an importer of a big brand where they're buying FOB. We've placed 2 orders with them now. Both orders seem to have some discrepancies, but generally speaking, no. But we have, over the past couple of months, put processes in to actually make sure every time goods come in, they are meticulously getting counted, because I'll be the first person to say we didn't have, especially over the past few years, we maybe haven't been doing that as much as we should. But especially with the bigger suppliers and stuff, they all have like stocking systems and stuff. So it's very rare that you do actually get sent the wrong amount. If anything, you actually probably get sent more of products as opposed to less, which is obviously good because you just keep the excess, right? But I think one of the guys outside is having a problem at the moment with like a missing case of stock where there's like 30 units missing or something. So, but that's obviously the benefit of having processes is making sure that you are like actually tracking your stock in and out, counting it all and just doing all the due diligence and stuff. So yeah, if they can't find the stock, we'll just claim it back with the supplier. They'll either just issue a credit note or they'll just send out more stock. But yeah, it's not really a regular occurrence. Maybe 1 in 20 orders, really.
So yeah, you submitted an inquiry with us. So really this call is just to answer any questions you might have. I don't know if you have a business in mind that you're looking for funding for.
Yeah, so just to give you a little bit of context, obviously I know you're sort of based out in the US. Do you fund UK businesses?
Yeah, so our actual main headquarters are in Dublin, Ireland.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, so we've got an Amazon business. At the moment, we're doing about £3 to £4 million per year in turnover, and we're really looking to explore some working capital options in terms of funding from you guys. I've been recommended by a few friends who have used you guys before, and I guess she didn't want it. So that was a company called Wayflyer. I'll probably call them back when I get home, but they are a working capital funder. A few friends have recommended me them, said they've used them before, know the founder, and they're actually really good. So wanted to check them out. Hopefully we can do some short-term working capital with them to help grow the business. But yeah, for some reason, I mean, their headquarters is based in Dublin, but she says she's from the US, so not really too sure how it works. So yeah, gonna call her back when we get back, but yeah, still on the journey back, about half an hour away now, so yeah, probably catch you on the next phone call.
So just got back about an hour ago, just hopped on the laptop for a couple of hours. There's a few urgent things I need to do. Every single day I go through all of my DMs and the community within the AMZ Blueprint. If we just have a look in the channel here, it's been quite interesting. There has been a lot of wins recently from a lot of our students. So Tim, for example, he posted yesterday, he only joined the community around about, I think it's maybe 3 or 4 months ago now. He's just hit his first £1,000 day, which is absolutely incredible. And yeah, just a load of wins here. Ben, for example, he joined the community around, I think it was about 6 months ago now. He was doing online arbitrage. He was actually turning over about £30,000 to £40,000 a month. He wasn't really making much profit, had a bunch of VAs, margin was just basically through the floor. Stripped his full business back and built it up back with Brand Direct Wholesale. And when he put this win in the chat about a week ago, he had done £10,000 in sales within the first, I think it was 10 days of this month, with around 15% margin. So he was basically on track to make around £4,000 to £5,000 profit this month in his Amazon business. And that's literally built from 6 months ago. So we spend a lot of our time, myself, Jack, and also Kobe, who's our community manager, spend a lot of time with the students, just help developing their knowledge, jumping on weekly calls and stuff like that. So just going through now, replying to a few DMs and questions and stuff like that. Just about to jump on a call with Wayflyer. The call cut out for some reason in the car, but that should be a good call. She's just emailed me back now saying that she could jump on a call shortly. So hopefully going to jump on a call with her, get finance boxed off within the next few days, and yeah, really just crack on, then gonna head out for a run later, so should be good. But yeah, all things going fast, just gonna keep on top of everything. Me and Danny were just having a conversation on the way back about the journey. Danny has been filming us for around 2.5, 3 years now, so obviously he's seen the kind of journey and where we started from, where we are now, the change in the team and everything. So just finished that video now, finished up some work earlier. My brain is pretty fired at this point, had so much going on today. So just going to, I think, go out for a little walk now, maybe go on a little run, and then Friday evening. So just going to come back, relax, Got a little bit of admin work to catch up on, but we're pretty much going to wrap things up for the day there. Got a really busy week next week. Really trying to tie up the finance sort of side of things, really secure some funding for some working capital that we need. Yeah, got a lot of deals to go at. Heavy week, actually going to Paris and Marbella next week as well. So yeah, it can be a fun week. I might document some of that trip as well. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Just gonna head for a run now and yeah, just run.